quick.
All right. I'm looking at it.
Okay, so he has land down in Waycross, Georgia, that is free and clear. And why this land is important at this moment is because the the governor of Georgia signed a deal to bring in two major manufacturing plants that are going in Waycross. And so there's not enough affordable housing for the influx of employees that are being hired to, one, build these plants, and two, work in these plants. And so they gave this pastor land, and he has approximately 1,000 parcels of land that he can build on.
Okay.
Plus, they want him to build commercial mixed use space too.
Okay.
So for the residential, he needs 22 million, and I want to say, and these 22 million, these 1,000 lots are actually pre-sold or being pre-sold to the employees that are coming in.
Okay.
And let's see here. But like I said, the land is free and clear. And I think phase one, I want to say he needed 77 million for phase one. And
Okay.
that would include houses, grocery stores, entertainment,
Full
sports complex.
infrastructure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask this.
But I
Is
think the overall project is like 350 million or something like that.
Gotcha.
And I don't want to overwhelm you
No,
or
no,
your
no, no.
investors. Or,
He's done those type of chunky deals before. Um, Now normally with those deals, there's bonds, state,
yeah.
county, city bonds that are associated with it. Do you know? Well, I guess I can ask him. Are there any bonds that they are
No,
privy?
I don't think they have any bonds. Because they weren't raising capital. They wanted him to do everything, to
Gotcha.
raise his own, put up his own capital, and build. The county is not building this. The city is not building this.
Okay. It's private.
They just gave him the rights to the land,
Hmm.
and he was supposed to leverage the land and whatever else he can do to get the capital to build out this entire thing.
Okay, gotcha.
I've got Horatius Harris, Pastor Harris, on the line, and um, the deck that I sent you is his project.
Okay. How are you?
I'm great, sir. How are you?
Good. Now this looks like a very big project.
It is. It is. It's a great project, and it's driven partly because of city wishes to retain a lot of the activity that's coming to their city. So they got two manufacturing plants that are being developed in their city, and what they're realizing is they don't have the housing, they don't have the infrastructure that they would like to have to build their city out. Of course, create a tax base, but also move some things forward and some initiatives that this new administration wants to do in their city.
Gotcha. And as far as the land and property, those manufacturing buildings or facilities will be on that land as well or adjacent to the land?
No, two totally separate things. What we have is the governor of Georgia has signed a deal with a manufacturing company, which is driving the economy in the city. Well, I just happen to have parcels in the city, and so they approached me about doing some construction, and they have several projects that they wanted to do to build up the city, not just residential but also commercial.
Okay. So, and as far as documentation, did they give you like a LOI or any type of documentation stating such, or is this mainly in the conversation stage or verbal stage?
So yeah, I don't want to put the two together because of the fact that this is already done. I mean, this is documented that the company is already, they're coming to the Waycross area.
Okay.
So we're not tying the two together. They're
Okay.
not saying, no, they're not tied together. This is simply, being proactive and, kind of getting already own the lots free and clear.
Free and clear. Okay. Good.
So
Hmm.
Yeah, so this is just, me getting ahead of the game
Gotcha.
and knowing that this is coming. So yeah, that's nothing that's tied to the city or
Have you
any
ever
initiatives at all.
developed did development work in the community or in that area?
So I own the lots in there, but I have not done it because I was looking for the right timing to do it,
Okay.
so that it can, so the numbers can work.
Gotcha.
Now, the thing about these are actually infill lots within the city, so there's no development that is needed as far as infrastructure is concerned. They got water and sewer
Oh,
in
that's
most of
nice.
them.
Hmm.
Yeah, so water and sewers is in there. So all we're gonna do is just come in and start getting the building permits. I already have variances on 5 of the lots, and so I'll have building permits on 5 of them in the next couple of weeks. So I'll start construction, and these are going to be our POCs, just so people can kind of get an idea of what we're doing. We're partnering with a local community activist kind of organization
Hmm.
that is working with the USDA, so they can get. They got 2 people actually already qualified for the loans to get the houses, but they just need to have, some elevations and proof of concepts so that they can scale that, so that they can it's almost like they're pre-selling, because now these people are very interested in the homes because they haven't built anything in the last 18 months. They only had one building permit.
Wow. So let me ask
So they're
this.
lacking. Yeah.
Yeah. The structure, how do you foresee the structure? Are you looking to build a combination of, say, 1,500 square foot homes, 2,500, 3,000, 5,000 square foot homes? How do you foresee this community being built? And I know it's mixed use as well because with that large amount of land, you also have to incorporate commercial infrastructure such
Absolutely.
as schools or possible schools, stores, gas station. I'm just assuming that.
All of that. Yeah. So we're going to start off on the lower scale. We're building 1,500 square foot homes.
Okay.
But then we got mixed use developments, grocery stores, retail stuff that's going to come as well.
Hmm.
But then we're going to certain areas will have some bigger homes,
Hmm.
that will go into the 3,000, 3,500 square foot type of homes as well.
Hmm.
Anything over that, I don't think I would want to touch in that area
Okay.
at the moment. We'll probably just stay in that little sweet spot of, between
Hmm. Hmm.
1,500 and 3,000.
Okay.
We will
So
have some mixed use apartments as well. So apartments will be a part of that, but they will come a little later.
gotcha. So the gentleman that I work for, he does financing of these type of projects, but he's also a developer. So he's developed hotels. He's built a FIFA stadium overseas. He's also built a soccer stadium here domestically. In Colorado, he built 7,000 homes or 7,000 doors, I believe. Not homes, but doors. So he is familiar with large scale development. Um, and he looks at it from an eye of not only from a finance, the largest deal I think he probably did was 100 and I want to say 120 or 130 million. And then just him personally regarding development of projects. So, and he's a minority. He's also has as well as I am as well. He's also done certification as like renewable or ecotech homes.
Hmm.
So he's certified to do that as well. And that is the wave of where these new homes are going, where they're economically friendly and uh, reducing the carbon footprint per each of the properties. So this might,
Absolutely.
yeah, this might be something that I don't want to speak in his behalf, but this is something he might be interested in as far as financing and possibly partnering with any local developers or developing himself if he has the bandwidth to do so.
Okay. Okay. It is moving a little fast only because that, I'm going to. I knew that some of the city council men have already gone forth and talked to some of the bigger developers and
Hmm.
trying to get them to come in.
Okay.
Lennar Homes
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah.
So Lennar is
Yeah.
having meetings with the city
Okay.
on this. And but whoever gets in there first, they kind of set the precedent. So I want to be one of the leaders in there and get it done. So I'm excited about being able to get started on this thing.
Okay. Um, as far as uh, procuring financing, have you spoke with any community banks, or what have you done thus far as the finance component of it?
Well, we've got other entities that we're speaking to. I haven't done the community bank situation yet because I can go and get loans for the single family housing,
Hmm.
but I don't want to do one for a small project. And most of the people that I want, they like 20 million is the minimum that they will be willing to even get into a project like this.
Hmm.
So but I want to do more of a bigger side of things so I can move things a little bit quicker.
Okay. And do you have the engineering of the soil and all of the details on that as far as that location?
No,
No, not yet.
no,
Okay.
no, I don't. No, not yet.
Okay. Okay.
I
No.
typically, well, because I've done infill construction for many years,
Hmm.
and on the infill lots, if there's been a house on it before,
Hmm.
typically we kind of go past the point of actually the soil test and all of that stuff because
Hmm.
it's been something on there before.
Hmm.
And but if it's an open, yeah, new development, yeah, then we'll go through all the engineering of the soil and all that.
Okay.
So we're gonna kind of see how we got a local engineer that we're working with right now,
Okay.
and we're gonna try to see how they want to approach this as it relates to all of that.
Gotcha. Yeah. So also too on the team, we have a gentleman that he's built Love gas stations and Chick-fil-A's and Walgreens. He's built over 300 Walgreens. The Chick-fil-A family also owns Love gas stations. So he works with them on that aspect. So when you say commercial, that would be,
Oh yeah,
mm, yeah.
that's
So
that's one of my that's one of my next personal ventures is gas stations. So I'm
really,
gonna figure that one out too.
well, he's
I'm gonna
built,
figure that out.
yeah,
He's built it. Okay,
he's
good.
built them, and the family that owns, that gives him the contracts. Maybe that's something that I can have you partner with him. And I don't know if you have Love gas stations out in your area, but I'm
Oh
on the
yeah,
west.
yeah. Well,
Hmm.
you on the West Coast?
Yeah, I am. So we
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have
We
too
definitely
many.
have loves over here.
Yeah, but when I lived in Memphis and Texas, when I travel, I would see Love gas
Yeah,
stations all the time.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
big trucking. That's the trucking environment. So a
Hmm.
lot of the trucks are at the Loves.
Yeah.
So
So.
they're very clean. That's one thing I like about them.
Hmm. But yeah, if we can partner up um and put something together, I would love to further this conversation
So
with
Richard, where do you think we should start? So the pastor wants, 22 million for this for the initial residential side.
and he's willing to put up
Should
the land as collateral, correct?
you ask says
The
he
land
he
for
he 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 asked would you be willing to put up the land for collateral to get the money?
Yeah, I say yes.
Hmm.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Now.
hear you now.
Hmm. Now
Okay.
we can.
Yeah.
Okay, so but he needs about 350 million to do everything that they have available. So
And that's,
from
yeah.
your perspective, Richard,
Yeah.
how should we approach this? Should we just go phase one,
It's always, yeah.
20?
Yeah. Phase one, pull it down, complete it, and that will build a confidence for phase two and three, four and five, as many phases that you see fit. But the first phase is always the hardest. So once that is knocked down and completed, and you show proof of concept to reality, then it's a domino effect from there.
All right,
Yeah.
so maybe he should ask for more than the 22 million for phase one, because phase one includes building, what is it, 250 or 500 homes.
Yeah.
We've got to have commercial though also in
That's true.
there. So it'd be difficult to put up 500 or 1,000 homes without having additional amenities in the community.
Mm-hmm. No, I
Agreed.
understood.
But if you look at the deck includes commercial in the first phase.
So the first phase is like 75 million, I believe.
Okay.
Yep. 77.
And your executive summary. Yeah, I'll go over the executive summary and look at the details. When would you like to break ground as far as shovel the dirt? What was your estimated time frame, or do you have one without going through the
Probably
deck?
either way
Mm.
in the next month I'm gonna be moving dirt.
Really?
On the first part of, yeah, and because I already got variances on the first 5 lots,
Okay.
and again I'll have the permits in the next 2 weeks. Once I get the permits, then I can move dirt.
Okay.
And then we'll be building some things just because again they haven't seen the type of construction that we're about to do in a long time in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of want to, because we got a whole street that we're doing 5 houses on one street.
Gotcha.
So they're not sparse. So yeah, we'll be probably building the next month.
Gotcha. Okay. So let's do this. To keep pace with your project and your speed. Once I get off this phone, I'll go through and read the document. Then we'll review it together as a team with
Okay.
Mr. Mack, and review that. And then how could we then hop back on a call after we've educated ourselves with your slide deck?
Donte, set it up. So Donte,
Okay.
you let me know.
Okay.
Donte, you there?
I am. I'm waiting.
Okay.
As soon
Yeah.
as he gets back to me, we'll schedule and get on your calendar. That's perfect.
Okay.
Okay. What does your availability look like this week, so that I can plan accordingly?
I'm good all the way up until Thursday.
Okay. Then let me
I'll
get
make
on it.
time.
Yep. As soon as we disconnect the call, I'll go through and read it, and then we'll read it together as a team, and then circle back and get a time from Donte, and we all hop on a call or on a Zoom or Teams meeting so that we can see each other and discuss this program accordingly.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Donte. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Donte.
No problem, sir.
All right.